Hello, everyone. Welcome in. It's Kurt with Watch My Pipe, and today is Sunday, June 13th. We'll be doing the first impressions video here for Sutliff's Crumble Cake, Red Virginia, and this is the third installment in the series. I will leave a link in the description below, so you can go check out the English #1 and the vapor mixture, which I've already done over the last couple of weeks. But first, before we get started, I'm going to check in with the watch again. We're doing the gold Rolex still for the weekend. Past couple of videos over the weekend here haven't really changed it up that much, so hope you got a chance to check out the full review that I put out yesterday for Sarto. And then I did the 6 for 6 questions for the month of June and put that up earlier this morning. So ran around, did a couple things, and want to get into Crumble Cake here. So again, just like the other tin that I got, the Cigars International, aka Pipes and Cigars, put their barcode label over the back. So can't read the tin description. So going to put up a shot of the website here, and we will read it from the website. So, Crumble Cake, Red Virginia. Aged Red Virginias pressed into a vintage crumble cake, providing an exceptionally sweet and smooth smoke. Now, from my previous experience, like I said before, I wish I had the opportunity to do this first in the series, because I pretty much have a good idea as to what this is probably going to smoke like. Obviously, being just a straight Red Virginia, it's probably going to be just one-dimensional, but there's a lot of things going on with this Red Virginia that I feel is going to be interesting to experiment with here over the next week or so and see what it's all about. I expect it to be, tangy, kind of that dark, fruity, citrusy, lemony. So many different citrus adjectives are coming in my mind right now. But the one thing that was interesting on the last vapor mixture, didn't get it as much in English, but it was and I don't want to call it overwhelming, but just the vinegar smell and the vinegar taste. So with all that being said, let's take a look here. So let's crack it open. Got my knife as usual here, and let's open this baby up. All right. So we got the it's a smushed collar this time. It's all smushed up. Actually, I think it was like that last time. It's got the black insert. Wow. This you can smell it right on here too. So this is definitely, and these are stuck together here. So I'm just going to try to put this up here so you can see. I might not try to pull those apart until I'm ready to load a pipe here. But the English mixture, if I remember correctly, was actually a pretty good moisture. The vapor was basically kind of like this, just off the get-go. A little bit more on the moist side. Yeah, that's definitely moist. Might need to let this sit out a little bit. But, wow. The dark, fruity, vinegary smell. Yeah. Wow. Woo! That should tell it all right there. Wow. Woo! I'm not going to do that again. Woo! Wasn't even trying to be funny there. That is potent. So, let's see here. A little bit, not as strong here. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a lot of vinegar. But I do get the citrusy, the hint of it behind the vinegar. That's better. orangey, lemony. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to let this sit out for a little bit. So what I'm going to do is probably take a couple snapshots, break a piece off here, make my thumbnail, let it sit dry here for a little bit. I'll set everything up in the studio here behind me. It's actually right behind me, right behind this wall. Set everything up in the studio, and then hopefully we'll be ready to go here. So I'll be right back. All right, I think we're good to go here. So I let this sit out at least an hour, maybe going on about an hour and 15 minutes now. That's probably the most damp I've ever seen in a ribbon or a cake or anything. When I first took it out and rolled out my hand, I had actually I rinsed my hands off, and you can kind of still see I still have it's kind of like a red tint to my hand. In any case, let it sit out. I think we're good to go. So we got the Castello 55 Trademark, got the Castello tamper, and my Peterson lighter. I haven't used this in a while, so I'm gonna bust this one out today. So, oh boy, here we go. Not sure what to think yet. All I taste is vinegar. In the retrohale, though, it's nice. It's got a tangy, dark fruit essence to it. A little sweet, but that's expected. Let's see if we can tamp this down and really get her going here. On that first draw, it felt like I had lit vinegar and was consuming the vapors of vinegar. All right. I thought I turned my notifications off again. But it's weird because there's a sequence to the iPhone on the recording. And if I turn certain things off, I can't connect it to the computer, even though it's got a hard line into the MacBook. It can only record for 2 minutes. So I haven't quite figured out the right sequence without turning everything off. But still working on it. I don't know. I might forego getting that one pipe that I've got my eyes on right now and opt in for a new camera. We'll see. And the funny thing is that was a silence call, yet the iPhone still puts it up there as, hey, you might want to answer it even though we think it's spam. No, that's why I have it turned off. This is definitely interesting. I'm hoping here in the next couple minutes the vinegar will dissipate, burn off, if you will, whatever. I don't know. But let's give it a little time here. I'm gonna puff on this for, who knows how this is gonna last, but let me give it about 10-15 minutes. I'll check back in with you here, so hang tight. All right, so we're back, and this has a lot going on. This is not just your typical one-dimensional Virginia. This has got some sweetness and tart to it. So over the last half hour, 40 minutes or so since I've been smoking this, I wrote some things down here on a piece of paper. So I'm going to share with you some of the things I wrote down. I'm probably a little redundant, just as I went back and just read some of this, so I'm just going to run through this real quick. So first, starting out with tangy, sour, almost a salty savoriness to it. The smoke has a wet feel, albeit it smokes very cool and dry. It has this kind of heaviness in my mouth. If you move your tongue around, I can feel the smoke moving around. But again, it smokes very, very cool. You know, I even was just puffing on this thing pretty hard to see if I can get it to bite, and just couldn't do it. Maybe right there's a little warm right here, but incredibly cool. Very dry, albeit it's hard to explain. It's got a wet taste. It's you know, if you drink a really good like Arnold Palmer, you know, an iced tea / lemonade, and you get that tartness but that dry feeling at the same time. For Virginia, I really don't get any grassy or hayness to it, but there is a little bit of spice that came in about halfway through the bowl here, and I'm about a little bit more than halfway now, but the earthy, the spiciness has really started to develop. Again, I wrote absolutely no bite or rough edges. Let's see here. Definitely a little bit of a nick hit. I would probably, at least off the first impressions, put this at a medium, possibly even a step past medium. So, you know, depending on your mileage and how nicotine hits you, if I can sense it, if you're not used to nicotine, you're definitely going to feel something. Again, I wrote down burns incredibly cool and zesty, rich, dark, tangy, stewed fruit, and maybe even black cherries. And the only reason I write that down is because I actually just had some black cherries last night, and definitely gives you a little sense of that. So I like it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Um, I wouldn't call it one-dimensional in any way. Somewhat complex. There's a lot of different things going on with the savoriness. Like I said, it's got a weird, almost savory / salty quality, and the aftertaste is fantastic. This is definitely, and I was doing this earlier, this is definitely a good blend to do the breathing technique, where you just hold the pipe in your mouth and just breathe normally and kind of just take in some smoke as it goes. Delicious. Um, it's definitely on the more sweet, tangy side. So if that's not your cup of tea, you're probably not going to like this. But I also am a little excited here to try mixing this in a few things. There's, just off the top of my head, pirate cake. I'm going to throw some of this into pirate cake and see what happens. I might even record that video. I don't know. But this is definitely a red Virginia, if I've ever had one. So got a little bit left to go here, so I don't want to make this too long. Been really trying to work on making these videos shorter and been failing miserably. So it's Sunday. Like I said, with the Wednesday watch review, I may get to that this week, and it might turn into something that I might do just monthly now instead of weekly, because it does take a lot of time and effort to do these videos, edit them, and with work, I'm just not sure if I'm just going to have that time this week just yet. But other than that, I may do 1 or 2 more videos. Not sure yet. Got a lot of stuff to edit here for this one, break this stuff down. Like I said, I do have the comparison that I want to start doing. I'll probably start doing that tomorrow on the Dunhill versus the basket pipe. The Dunhill is a full-fledged Group 3 Bulldog, and the basket pipe is a Group 3 Rhodesian. So I definitely get that started. Maybe I was thinking about it earlier. Maybe I'll do like a 12-week, do a couple bowls to break it in, see how they go along here, and find out what happens at the end of it. And then also, I forgot to mention earlier, I do have the blend kit that I got from Pipes and Cigars. So I want to mix that blend up sooner than later here and give that a try. So depending on how things go this week, like I said, I'm going to try to get some of that out. And I'm still waiting for my big birthday present that's still stuck in customs. So with that, I wish all of you well. Stay safe. Again, every day is a gift. Got to treat it as such. Hug a friend, hug your family, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, wife, kids. Give them a hug and kiss. Tell them you love them. Take care, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.